Hey, what's up, you guys? Gediminas here. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Welcome to Financial Freedom TV, and today I wanted to talk about fake working. So if you're watching a replay of this, please do me a massive favor and stick hashtag replay into the comments. And if you're brand new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, then please do say new in the comments, because I'd love to welcome you to the tribe, say hello and send you a virtual hug. And of course, if you get some value from this video or you learn something, feel free to share it, because somebody else might get value from it too. And by sharing it, you're basically helping other people too. Okay, so let me just give some shout outs. Hey Samantha, hey Katie, hey Kerry, hey Junior, hey Rena. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I appreciate you. So the title of today's video is Are You Fake Working? Right? So what on earth is fake working? Well, in network marketing, in home-based business, it is so easy to look busy. I got up and got dressed. That's just like working. I sat behind some desk. That's just like working. I got in a car and I drove somewhere. That's just like working. You know what I mean? So there is so many people in network marketing who have been for a long time in network marketing, and they're not making money, they're not succeeding, they're not getting results, and they are wondering, why is the business not working? But like the good old Fraser Brooks says, he says network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of people who work. It only doesn't work for people who don't work. You know what I mean? So it is so easy to be fake working in network marketing by just being busy. Well, I've been on Facebook liking other people's posts for 2 hours. That's working, isn't it? I've watched personal development videos all day long. That's working, right? Well, is it? Because the way I look at it, it isn't. It's helpful, building relationships with other people on social media. It's helpful. Watching videos is helpful. Having a chat with somebody over the phone is helpful. But if you spend an hour and a half talking to somebody on the phone, that's counterproductive. That is not the best use of your time. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy just to be chatting away, etc., right? But what's the IPA, income producing activity network marketing? Well, that's talking to people, right? Now, I use the term talking loosely, because you can actually go out there and talk to people, meet people for cups of coffee and show them the business. But you can also be talking to people by messaging people, by voice noting people, by Zoom calling people, by texting people. You know what I mean? So, but the idea is to be reaching out to people who can say yes and buy your product, or who can say yes and join your business. That's the only time when you're actually working, or you're doing a freeway call for your team member. That also counts toward that, because you're actually helping your team member to recruit somebody into the business who will eventually bring you money too. You know what I mean? But that's the true working, right? So you have to be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me, right? But you have to be honest with yourself and sit down and think, how much of your day, percentage-wise, are you actually working? So if we took 100% of the time that you put in your business, right, that you allocate for your building your home-based business, building your network marketing business, if we took that, the 100% of it, what proportion of it is you actually talking to somebody? You're actually messaging somebody, hey Fiona, hope you're well. I can see you living in blah, 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 and I'm looking to build my business in blah, blah, blah. I work from home on my phone making money. Just curious, not sure if this is a fit for you or not, but just curious, would you take a look at it? And if not, totally cool, just thought I would ask. How much of your time is spent doing that? Either messaging people on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, text messaging people, calling people, inviting people, to meet for a cup of coffee, if you actually know them. And you know what I mean? Proportion-wise, how much of your day is spent doing that? That's true working, So you have to be honest with yourself and see if you are fake working. Because, hey, I did that before. I used to fake work all the time, because, like one of my mentors in network marketing said, just because you don't have a full-time job doesn't mean you're full-time in network marketing. You might be just unemployed. That's all you are. You're not a full-time network marketer. Because for you to qualify as a full-time network marketer, you should be working for about 8 to 10 hours a day, at least. That would be full-time network marketing. And working, I already explained what it means to be working, right? So that means you're on the phone, you're texting. By the end of the day, your fingers should be hurting from texting, and your ear should be hurting from, being on the phone. You should be charging your phone like 3 times a day if you were truly working all day long your business, you know what I mean? But if you're fake working, then you're going making cups of tea, you're flipping through the catalog, you're seeing what's new on Facebook, you're liking other people's posts, you know what I mean? So you have to be honest with yourself. And when you're helping your team members as well, first thing when somebody says to me, hey, I'm not getting results, I'm saying, great, let's talk numbers. Tell me, how many people have you reached out to today? How many people have you reached out to yesterday? How many of those you reached out to yesterday have you followed up today? And things like that. And when the fluff gets away, when we're just talking about the numbers, very soon it becomes very clear why that person is not getting results. Because when they look at the numbers and they go, well, I've sent, 5 messages yesterday. If you send 5 messages, no wonder you're not making money. You know what I mean? If you're doing this full time, you know what I mean? So you have to be honest with yourself about how much of actual work you do every day. And if you can start increasing that, I'm not saying, hey, you did half an hour yesterday, do 8 hours tomorrow. You won't, probably most likely you won't, right? But start increasing that number. Start increasing how many messages you send and use your time productively. If you're on a train, if you're in the, in the Tesco queue, if you're in, doctor's waiting room, if you're on the toilet, your phone should be in your hands and you should be messaging people, contacting people, etc. You know what I mean? Because that's the working, right? There you go, Fiona, more like 500 messages in a day, right? That's working, right? Because out of 500 messages, you can be rubbish at network marketing. If you send 500 messages a day, you're going to recruit some people. I tell you that. And Fiona, she's recruiting, right? Her team is growing. Why? Surprise, surprise. Because she's doing the freaking work, right? That's what it is all about, right? So if you do that consistently every day, you cannot not grow your business. Like, it is impossible for you to fail if you're putting in that work. But if you're sending 10 messages a day and you're full-time network marketer, then what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Because that means you're not really using your full potential. You're not really doing as much as you could for your business. So what's the reason? Do you not believe in your business? Do you, whatever, you know what I mean? So think about what is stopping you from doing the work. Why are you not hungry? You don't want to build a big business? You don't want to make a lot of money? You know what I mean? Of course, best ideas come in the toilet or in the shower. That's just like the best thinking place in the world, right? I saw this picture on Facebook where it showed a person in the toilet equals to 5 minutes. A person, the toilet, and the mobile phone equals to 1 hour. A person, a toilet, a mobile phone, and a charger equals to infinity. So just be honest with yourself and start raising that bar. Start raising the amount of contacts you're making. Start raising the amount of coffee meetings you're having. Start raising the amount of phone conversations you're having. Start raising the amount of follow-up calls you're doing. Because again, if you're not recruiting, if you're not selling, if your team is not growing and you are contacting a lot of people, then my guess is you're dropping the ball at follow-up. Because you're just sending out those messages, you're just sending out those videos, but you're not reaching back to those people to follow up with them and say, hey, did you watch the video? Hey, what did you like the best? Hey, sounds like you're ready to join. You know what I mean? So you're not following through. So be sure you don't need to write down every person you send a message to, but you should be writing down every person who you sent the video to so that you could follow up with them, okay? So that's my tip for today, guys. Now, before we finish, I did a little competition yesterday. Well, it's not a competition. I just basically asked you guys to share my video, and I said that those who share, I will draw one person to get free half an hour session with me where they can ask any questions, where they can ask about social media, about the business, about building groups, about recruiting, selling, etc. So I've got 8 people on my list because there was 8 shares. So what I need you to do, guys, is now drop me a number in the comments between 1 and 8. So that this way it'll be a random draw because you don't know who I have on the list or what order they're going into. So if you put a number between 1 and 8, that will help me to draw the winner. Nicholas says, it confuses me when they say it's all in the messenger. I mean, who do you message? What are you supposed to be saying to them? Very good question, Nicola. And I'll answer that in just a moment. I can see Ruta was the first person and she said number 5. So let's have a look. Who is number 5? Number 5 is Ira. I cannot believe it. She literally just won the coaching session through the Lithuanian video because she shared that one too, right? So that's just nuts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the second person because she already won the session and it wouldn't just be fair, for her to win all the coaching sessions. So the second person, Inga, said number 3. So let's have a look at number 3. Number 3 is Diana Klutzer. All right. So Diana, you win the coaching session. Congratulations. So Diana and Ira won from the previous live, which done a Lithuanian one. Diana, you win the second one. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, so back to the question that Nicola asked. So what are you supposed to be messaging people? Well, my favorite is ask if they're open and give them an out. So just say, hey, Nicola, I can see you're a stay-at-home mom. And I work with a lot of stay-at-home moms, helping them make money from home using their phone. Now, I'm not sure if that's a fit for you or not, but I'm just curious, would you be open to take a look at a short video about my business? And if not, totally cool. I thought I would just message you. That's what you message. So first, you message all of your friends that you already have. So you message, your friends and go, hey, Fiona, I don't know if you've seen, but I started this home-based business where I work from my phone, making money from home. Not sure if that's a fit for you or not, but just curious, would you be open to take a look at a short video? And if no, totally cool. So you ask all of your friends, first of all. Once you've asked every single person on your friends list, then you start adding friends. Start adding 5, 10, 15, 20 new friends a day, and people who accept you, you start conversations with them. And again, you go, hey, thanks for adding me. Not sure if you saw, I work from home, blah, blah, blah. Would you be open to take a look? That's what you do. You just basically ask people if they would be open to take a look at what you do. That's the money in the messenger. Now, of course, also, you might be doing some curiosity posts on your Facebook. So if you put a post on your Facebook about your product, let's say your product helps with migraines, and you put a question, hey, is anyone suffering with migraine? And people start commenting, yeah, I suffer from migraine. Then you private message that person and tell them about the product that you have. So that's also money in the messenger, right? You don't just blast your Facebook with the product picture and the price. Instead, you create a curiosity post. And once people responded to that, you message that person. Okay? So I hope that makes sense and I hope that helps you, Nicola, and that answers your question. Cool. Awesome, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. Love you loads. See you at the top. Bye for now.